Very good morning, my dear loving children. Welcome to Vidyanagar Public School's online class. Ma'am, hope you remember what we were discussing in our previous class. In the previous class, we were discussing chapter 4, Playing with Gorillas. And in that story, we stopped with a suspense. Do you remember? Yes, in that story, it is actually a story. It's actually, we can say, an experience which is shared by our author, right? The experience of author visiting a London zoo where he met the gorilla named Guy for the very first time, and he had a good relation with the head keeper of that zoo, who is actually a wise man who knows many things about these animals, especially about these gorillas, right? And in that story, we can see that experience shared by our author, Sir Oliver Graham John. And in that, the head keeper is actually showing our author how playful and how beautiful creature the gorillas are, how gentle they are. The head keeper actually wanted to show to our author how how much he knows about these gorillas, how wonderful it is to be with the gorillas, right? And he is showing how he used to play with the gorillas named the Guy, especially the Guy. And in order to show to our author, he is getting inside the cage of our guys, our gorilla Guy, and they start to play. And in the beginning, their play was actually very soft play, but later it became very rough play. Actually, the head keeper really do want to get rid of our Guy gorilla, but unfortunately he realized that he is not having the hose pipe with him. He forgot it in the canteen, right? There we stopped. And we know the only way he can get rid of our Guy is to make the Guy or make the gorilla scared of the snake, right? Because gorillas are very afraid of snakes, and they think this hose pipe as a snake. So whenever he wanted to stop gorilla, the Guy, from playing, he will just show this hose pipe which he always keep in his pocket, and he always used to show this in order to escape from our Guy, right? But this time he forgot to take this hose pipe with him. And we stopped there, and we let's see what's going to happen in the story, what's going to happen with the head keeper. And head keeper actually do not want to show this to others, that because he does not want himself to get belittled in front of others, and he does not want himself to be bad in front of others. So he is not ready to succumb, or he is just showing that he is comfortable, right? And let's see what's going to happen in the story. All of you, please keep your textbooks open. Okay, here we go. Page number 42 we reached. Guy had picked the head keeper up by his collar and the seat of his pants, and was dusting the floor with him, apparently in fun. The keeper was out of breath and getting more than he had bargained for. He murmured in a loud stage whisper to me. To me means to the speaker. Get the hose pipe, get the hose pipe. I realized for the first time that the head keeper had forgotten to put the hose pipe in his pocket and could not stop the gorilla. What is that? Yes, our gorilla, he took the head keeper in his through his at his collar, the shirt's collar, and the seat of his pants, and he was dusting our head keeper in the on the floor. And apparently it isn't fun. The gorilla do not want to hurt him, and actually he's not doing it deliberately. He does not want to hurt our what we say, head keeper, but he is playing with our head keeper. then headkeeper, what he is asking for, he is asking for the hose pipe which he forgot in the canteen. And our author, our speaker, is actually rushing to the canteen in order to collect the hose pipe. I rushed back to the mess and collected the hose pipe. I went to the outside cage and pointed it at the gorilla, who was now thoroughly dusting the floor with the headkeeper. So what our speaker did, he took this hose pipe from the canteen and came back and he showed it through the cage. So our gorilla, our guy, became very scared. It worked like a charm. The gorilla dropped the headkeeper and rushed back to the inside den and refused to come out. The headkeeper came out through the outside cage, looking pink and shaken and covered in dust and dirt. He rose to the occasion with great dignity, however, and turned to me and said, "As you can see, sir, I have a perfect understanding with Guy." So once this hose pipe is shown to this gorilla, he just went inside the cage and he dropped our headkeeper, and the headkeeper came out. He also got relief, and he became bathed in dust and dirt. Okay, and you can see how what our headkeeper is saying to our speaker, our author, that he is claiming that he has a perfect understanding about understanding with the Guy, and he knows everything about Guy. So this tale is actually illustrates that gorillas can be quite playful and gentle, but they don't know their own strength. What is it? Yes, gorillas are very gentle and very playful creature, but they do not know about their strength. They do not know how dangerous they can be, how powerful they are, and they do not know how much strength they have. They do not know. That's what this story is talking, or in this the story is illustrating these things to us. Okay, so here is the end of the story. This is how our author is ending his experiences. So let's just see the question answer session in the textbook, back of your text. So in the comprehension part, in section A, we discussed 2 questions. So let's discuss the third question. Okay. Guy was a very playful gorilla. Where you can see, to support these lines, you can see in the page number 41, he walked up to Guy, who offered his hand, and they had a bit of soft play in the inner house. Then the gorilla rushed to the outside den and made it clear that he wanted to play outside with the headkeeper. These are the lines that shows the Guy was very playful. The next question, the headkeeper made a mistake. Where you can see that in the page number 42, I realized for the very first time that the headkeeper had forgotten to put the hosepipe in his pocket and could not stop the gorilla. That are the lines that shows that support this statement. And the next question, the headkeeper did not want to admit to his mistake, right? So where we have supporting lines from the story. Yes, the headkeeper came out through the outside cage, looking pink and shaken and covered in dust and dirt. He rose to the occasion with great dignity, however, and turned to me and said, "As you can see, sir, I have a perfect understanding with the Guy." So these are the lines which supports that statement. Let's see the second section, section B. Read these lines from the text and answer these questions. He murmured in a loud stage whisper to me, "Get the hosepipe, get the hosepipe." Who does he refers to? Who is he speaking to? Who does he refers to here? He is the headkeeper, right? And who is he speaking to? To our speaker, to our author he is speaking. Why did he speak in a whisper? Why? because he did not want his request to help to be heard by many people, because he thought that would make him look bad in front of others. That is why he whispered. Okay. How did the speaker help him? How the speaker helped him? He brought the hose pipe from the canteen, from where our head keeper forgot the hose pipe. So the speaker brought this, and he showed this inside the cage of the gorilla, and he scared he made this gorilla too scared of this thing. What is this? Hose pipe. So because these hose pipes are misunderstood by these gorillas as snake. Okay. Next question. As you can see, sir, I have a perfect understanding with Guy. Who is the speaker here? Yes, the head keeper is the speaker. What understanding is he referring to? What kind of understanding is he referring to? Yes, he is saying that he knows how to play with the gorilla, how to deal, and how to interact with the gorilla, and how, if he want to get rid of him, if he want to escape from this gorilla, how he can escape by showing this hose pipe, which the gorilla thinks as a snake. This is how he used to have a good understanding about gorilla, the guy. How do you think the speaker was feeling when he said these lines? Why? What our speaker will be thinking that time? He will be thinking embarrassed. He might have felt embarrassment and foolish and silly about this person, right? Yes. And let's see the third section, section C. Answer these questions in detail. How did the keeper get more than he had bargained for? How? He never thought that this gorilla will become like this. He forgot, actually. He forgot, and he couldn't stop our gorilla from playing more, because he forgot to keep the hose pipe in his pocket. When he keep the hose pipe in his pocket, he can stop our gorilla's play whenever he wants. But this time he forgot to take, so he couldn't stop our gorilla from from playing. That is how he got more than he bargained for, right? How does this tale illustrate that gorillas can be quite playful and gentle, but they don't know their own strength? Yes, how do we able to illustrate this? Yes, here in the story is actually our gorilla guy is not deliberately wanted to hurt our head keeper, but what is happening here? Here actually our gorilla is playing with our head keeper. In the beginning it was very soft play, later it became very rough and tough play, where our author is also getting hurt. Not author, our head keeper is getting hurt. He is out of breath, right? And he bathed in dust and dirt, right? So this gorilla actually do not know their strength. According to their strength, if they if they understand their strength, how it would be. That's what it says. The tale is actually illustrating how powerful, how much strength they are having, but they are not able to understand it. They are not aware of their strength. They are not able to understand how powerful creatures they are, right? Think and answer. That you have to do, that you have to think and answer. Okay, so this is how our story ends. So in the next class we will discuss the grammar part. We will be discussing. So if we have any doubts and all, we will clear it in the live session. Okay, ma'am, hope you understood the story well. If you have any queries and doubts, you can ask me in the WhatsApp. Okay, till then, take care.